So usually when you are coming to open a hive, you need to smoke. You give gentle smoke, gentle smoke. You give a gentle smoke. You give some few puffs. Then you give it like some 30 seconds to 1 hour. I mean to 1 minute to allow them realize that there is at least some attack on us. But also they will, when you give gentle smoke, they will know that the attack is not a very bad one. And if there is some honey, it gives them some time to imbibe that honey so that they don't become so much aggressive. So after that, you again add puff gently through these holes. You puff gently, gently, and then you, you again give it some time to allow them settle. And if there is honey, you find that they are imbibing that honey, and by the time we open the hive, they will not be so much aggressive. But like any other person, even if it were you at your home and you attacked, you will want to defend the family. So there will be some bit of resistance and they will want to defend their colony. So we can now gently open while puffing. Remove this. So see, this one has a colony of ants. This one has been affected by ants. I think that's what has reduced the what? The size of the colony.
You come this way.
So the combs are still very small. The combs are still very small. So, and there is no honey because we are not yet in the honey season. So there is also farmer. You see, there is a sign of wax moss. This is the one. So you need to come and clean up this hive. There are ants in it. There's a wax moss in it. So I always encourage my, you see, I always encourage my beekeepers to keep checking, inspecting their hives, so that if there is any problem, the problem is arrested before the colony actually leaves. This colony is not doing well because of the attack of pests. We have seen here there are ants, but I've also seen there is a wax moss. But now, after the farmer has cleaned this,
look to that colony and look at it.
After clean, they find that this colony can regain. It will be able to give him some honey at the end of the season. So, farmer, because of time, we would help you finish up with the cleanup. But maybe you'll get time and you come. Okay. We can check another one and we see what is happening with them. Where is another strong colony?
The other one, I think.
Which one? Okay, but let's put this right first. Anyway, you are coming back here to clean this one. So just cover. Yes. Just cover, then you'll come back in the evening and you work on it. So let's move to another colony. You're saying which one again is a little strong?
The other one?
The other one. So yeah, so this is another colony.
Why do you keep bees in trees? Can you tell us why?
No, we keep bees under the trees because one, they need shade. You know, when you give them leave them in an exposed environment, during the dry season, the wax melts, and therefore their combs keep crumpling, and they will just leave that place and abscond. So we like keeping them where there is a shade, so that they stay. They stay. So as we did in the other one, you puff as the farmer is doing, But I always like working with farmers because it's a way we try to build confidence in them that you can actually open your hive without burning. Now, most of them are used to using fire for harvesting. So when we come like this, they get encouraged that you can actually just use smoke and open your hive, pick the honey from it, and then you go without killing the bees with fire. And that is what I've done with most of them. We move around, and with the support that we got from others in building their capacity in terms of training, we have been doing this, moving around with them, inspecting the hives, showing them some of the pests, like we have seen the wax moths and the ants, so that they are familiar with some of them and they learn how to manage them. And Mr. Okiria Justin is one of the farmers that have picked serious interest and confidence, and he now doesn't use.
If you want bees to love you, first of all, you have to befriend them by visiting them every day. Like now, we are visiting these colonies. They are already colonized, and the bees are just welcoming us by fighting. But this is what we call coupling with the bees. How did you start this?
Well, I started this way back about 2 years ago, and first I had the interest from before.
Wait, Go ahead.
And then I started with a few hives, which I managed to make locally. And when I saw that it was good, it was giving me some good income, I decided to source for help. So when I went to the district, I saw the district entomologist as well as some other officers, and they were able also to extend some assistance to me by giving me a few more hives and the harvest gear. So I think, well, it is a small start, but I think it is good enough, and I can see that I'm able to grow. It is a learning process, yes, but so far I have learned a lot. I just would like to add on to what Mr. Ogogol has been saying. By using smoke instead of fire to harvest, one of the advantages is that the quality of the honey you get out is far much better compared to the one where you'd otherwise use fire, because using fire means you contaminate the honey with the soot and all that, and I think you do compromise the market, you do compromise the quality rather.
You and this ATAS project, is it assisting you as a farmer who had one?
Yes, they have really assisted me by way of giving me, so far now they have given us 15 hives, that is KTB, and they have also helped us with the more harvest gear. So yes, they are assisting us, and I believe there is yet more to come in the way of training and other support. I believe they will extend to us.
Okay, we go. And what are you going to be doing right now?
Right now, we would like to check this other hive to show you as well as the public out there that you can harvest honey without actually burning. And if you are brave enough, you can, and you have the gear, you could even harvest during the daytime, especially when the season is on. Right now the season is not on, so we shall open, and we are not likely to find any honey in there, but we can at least be able to show that you can harvest honey without harming the bees by burning.
Good. Doctor.
So, as I said, the farmers, the beekeepers need to keep inspecting their hives. See, this hive has been affected by pests, and we have the rat here. I don't know when my
about more than a month ago.
So,
and the rats are one of the biggest culprits anyway.
So usually after, when we are about to begin, during the honey flow season, when the bees are bringing nectar, we encourage farmers to inspect their hives and clean them, remove some of the things which would cause abscondment. So like this one, Now, our coming has helped now this farmer, because he will have now to have this corrected. We will have to clean up that. Otherwise, you can check what is happening inside this hive, so that the farmer can see how to follow up with the maintenance of the hive. So as I said, you puff gently, you give it time, they go, they retreat, they move to one side to allow you open up the hive. So you give a gentle puff. Gentle puff. Then now, we can now open and we see. You help me hold this. Where is the hive opener? Here? Yes. Oh. So as we indicated that this is not the honey flow season, so the honey is not there. But also, this hive has breast what? Hives. So we need to breast comb separated. So we need to inspect and organize the hive. You see? earlier on, Misokira is again one of my good farmers. I know he's just waiting for the honey flow season, and this will be done. He will have this clean and be ready to receive the honey.
Okay, back.
Farmer one inspects his hives regularly, especially during the honey flow season. Two, provides forage for his hives, for his bees, that is planting flowering plants around. Like you can have sunflower, you can have coriander, among many other forage plants, such that your bees don't struggle so much for nectar. The other thing is, during the dry season, they need to water their bees, provide water source where bees can take the honey, get a container, put some sticks so that when bees come, they have where to land and they don't drown. So that's what the encouragement I give to farmers. And also because in our areas we also do mixed farming, we keep bees but we also have livestock around. I always encourage my farmers to try and fence around their apiary so that if the livestock is not easily accessible, when the animals go there, they can disturb the bees, and the bees will become aggressive. That has been a challenge to most the beekeeping industry. Most farmers fear, they say the bees are aggressive, so it takes time to convince them to that bees can be like any other, can be tamed like any other thing. I also encourage farmers to be visiting their hive. So when you keep visiting your hive, your apiary, the bees get used to you. Bees are like a dog that is kept at home. It gets used to the family members. And when they are there, they are not aggressive. Even a dog, when it's used to the family members, it's not aggressive to them. It can only become aggressive to strangers. I always tell them, when you are just beginning, after your routine work like garden work, remove that clothes you have used if you have a cover. Remove that clothes you have used, come and throw it on top of your hive. Leave it there. Tomorrow again like that. Bees will get used to that smell that comes from you. And then next time when you are coming, they will see still the other clothes which is not dangerous to them, because they will appreciate that you actually are not a danger to them. You are like any other thing, like a plant which is there.
My expectation is to be able to produce good quality in the near future. The good thing is that I've been going through a learning process, and what I have discovered is that knowledge is more important, very important. And so far I believe I received a lot of knowledge. Just to add on what you were saying, when you have knowledge, you can be able to have your hives colonized quick, because you can learn ways of trapping bees instead of just waiting, because that's one of the challenges. Most farmers, when they put their hives in place, some of them take very long and they don't know how to get them. When you get knowledge, you can be able to trap the bees which are moving around by having what they call catcher hives, catcher box or catcher. I have tried to do it and I see that it's practical. One of my hives was actually colonized by that one I can catch, and I think I should encourage all farmers to do. The other thing is I would like to encourage farmers improve this apiary, because I have seen the challenges, especially we have looked at the pests. And the other thing which I have learned is that you need to do good timing in order to harvest